Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be an energy shift reading for my dearest Taurus. Taurus, this is going to be your Mercury in retrograde reading from January 30th through February 21st. So when Mercury is retrograde, it will always deal with a purge and an upgrade to the throat chakra and communication and short distance travel. So we need to be more conscious of how we communicate and our mental focus. It can feel chaotic, but we just have to be more careful with travel plans, contracts, emails, and take the extra time to make sure that there's a clear understanding. This Mercury retrograde is taking place in Aquarius, which rules the 11th house of friendships and groups. So there may be frustrations in your interpersonal world. So let's take the time to really go within. All right, Taurus, before I get started, I'm just going to ask that you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave a comment, ring that notification bell if you guys want to get updates whenever I upload new content. I do that quite frequently. Also, check out the description box if you would like a private reading or if you like the decks that I'm using. I have them listed and linked in order of appearance. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to see what messages come through for Taurus for this Mercury retrograde. Messages for Taurus, please, for Mercury retrograde. Okay, so what this retrograde will bring into your life, we have the Seven of Wands. What aspect of your life will be most affected? Ooh, we have the Strength card. How you can minimize any negative results, the Death card. Wow, Taurus. What lessons need to be learned during this period? Ten of Pentacles. Oof. What part of my plan do I need to, what part of my past do I need to reflect on in order to heal and aid you in your journey? Ace of Cups. Taurus, this is a very interesting reading. And what will be the outcome of this period? So we have the Nine of Swords, but I love this position because this is about coming to the end of such a difficult period. All right, overall energy, we do have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. In particular, it's Sagittarius energy. Now, we see you walking away. We see this person walking away from a shadow or a statue. So you can see Mercury retrograde already starts to mess with the communication. This person walking away from his own statue of the past, of what kept him stuck, of rigid logic or thinking. And it's a difficult journey that you've been on, Taurus, but it's almost like you have the strength and the will and the courage, we're seeing that in the Strength card, to move on, to take what's yours no matter how heavy the load and get where you need to go. This is powerful energy. Now, Taurus, you guys are represented by the bull, and the bull is about the everyday life and the press of the everyday. There's no task that's too daunting for you guys. Okay, so what this retrograde is bringing into your life, we see the Seven of Wands. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag energy again. So you could have fire in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with a fire sign, but this is an energy of victory. But we see the Seven of Wands as, on this side, it's about winning. It's about winning a war, about winning the battle. It's almost like the battle here has been won, and he's looking out he's taking a survey or taking stock of everything that he's gained and everything he's lost, and really checking to see, how was it worth it? When everything is all said and done, was it worth it? All right, the aspect of your life that's most affected by this retrograde period, this is the Strength card. So the Strength card for me, this is Leo energy. So lots of Leo energy coming through in this reading. But it's also about the solar plexus chakra. And, when we have this solar plexus chakra balanced, it's a clear sense of self. We have healthy confidence and free will. That we have a sense of inner stability, where our nerves are steady. We know what our truth and our integrity is. We see the Empress here. She's almost like very casually opening this lion's mouth, like checking on its teeth, maybe gonna, whatever. Just, it's very, she's tamed the inner beast. She's also on this path of ascension with this figure 8 above her head. So for many of you guys, this is about really building your self-confidence, whether it comes to money or whether it comes to relationships or family or just this sort of amazing spiritual journey that you've been on. All right, a lot of reflection here coming in with the 7 of Wands. And I do feel as if you are achieving a major victory here. So how you can minimize the damage or any negative results of this retrograde, we have the scorpionic energy of death, which is a card of second chances. On this card, on this deck though, it's interesting because we're seeing these two people that understand that there has to be change, there has to be transformation no matter what. It's a natural part of life. It's a part of this human experience, looking at where we are. You know, when we have a victory, you know, it doesn't mean that that's just it. We're on this plateau of victory. There's always going to be a change. We're always going to go back to the beginning when we have an ending. And it's really about stepping into the flow and also recognizing that you have the power to change certain things, but then there are other things that you can't control, and just being okay with things transforming and knowing where you are in that cycle. Okay. Now, what lessons need to be learned during this period? We have the 10 of Pentacles. So Taurus, for many of you, this is about your wealth, or this is about stability, or this is about long-term commitment. This is about you really believing that this is what you are worth. There is enough abundance for you and your dreams, that you deserve stability, you deserve a life of luxury, you deserve happiness, you deserve peace, okay? And the comfort that you will always be taken care of, that there's enough that the universe will provide, but then also everything that you've done is leading you up to this 10 of Pentacles, a real jackpot energy. That could be, you know, meeting a soulmate, getting married. Some of you, it's going to be having a family. For others of you, it's having your family come home and surround you and support you. You know, during holidays or, you know, on a daily basis, okay? It's a beautiful energy. Now, the next card out is what part of your past that you need to reflect on in order to heal and aid you in your journey. We have the Ace of Cups. So for me, this is about emotional fulfillment. This is about new love. This is about peace. For many of my Taurus out there, the message is coming through really strong about loving yourself. Even the parts that maybe you've been ashamed of, or the parts of your past that you're not quite happy about, parts of yourself that maybe somebody taught you or told you that weren't lovable or made you feel weren't good enough. It's about really, really loving yourself, because you are coming out as the 10 of Pentacles, understanding that we all grow, we transform. For some of us, it might be looking at where we are in life. You know, are we turning 18? Are we turning 40? Are we retiring? You know, where are we in life? And loving every inch of yourself and your body, because it's interesting. I'm getting a lot of body image energy off of this card, and about really, like, you know, how beautiful and magical your body is as a vessel, how it always, you know, how hard it works for us to take us places, you know, to pump the blood, to, you know, whatever. And it's this real energy of gratitude, but also just loving, Taurus, who you are and what you've got. And not just being happy with, just be happy with what you've got, but also really accepting the parts of you that maybe you had difficulties in accepting in the past. Okay, and again, that can be physical parts of you, it can be emotional parts. Okay, it's also about integrating the shadow energy, which is coming from this Scorpio, the death card, doing the shadow work. Because, you know, it's one thing to recognize the parts that we don't like, but it's another thing to accept them as part of us and to integrate and to move forward. Now, your final outcome of this period is this 9 of Swords energy. So the 9 of Swords is kind of hard to look at as a positive outcome. But what we're seeing here is the 9 of Swords is about a dark night of the soul coming to an end. It's about, you know, these restful nights. It's about anxiety. It's about not feeling good enough. It's about not feeling loved. But it's also recognizing that all of that can be changed from within. And we're seeing that with the Strength card, that you have the courage and the will and the strength to paint your own picture of what your life looks like. And that's by starting within. Okay, the 9 of Swords is beautiful because it's about tough life lessons being learned. And we're seeing that in the Death card. There's transition here, and it's a major transformation that's coming from within, and you're going to see it you know, on the outside as well with that Strength card. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and see what else comes through here. A lot of self-love energy coming through here, Taurus. Happy family. Yeah, look at that. I love this. So I was talking about this. It is about this 10 of Pentacles energy. You can have it all. You are creating stability. You have fought for this. Okay, but it's also about stepping into the flow, that everything has to grow and change. It's part of this experience. It's the inevitable of the human experience. Yeah, you've gone through a lot of heartbreak. You may have invested your energy in others that didn't invest in you, or you invested your energy in people who put you down or made you feel like there were parts of you that weren't good enough. Contract, beautiful. Libran energy. Some of you guys, you are absolutely moving into union with somebody that you're going to create a future with. Okay, whether you already have children and you're blending families, or you're going to start a family, and that's going to look different for all of us, right? Not everybody wants, a spouse and children. It might be, a Pomeranian, or have, puppies or cats or houseplants, or just creating a beautiful sort of nest, where you guys are both comfortable. This contract tells me about balance coming into your life. This is that Libran energy, Venusian energy, compassion for yourself, for others. But it's also about getting a higher perspective. And also everything that you've been through, Taurus, has been difficult, but also recognizing that it's built you up to be who you are. And the universe is now delivering you a huge victory. Okay, and you may not be able to see that. And again, this Mercury retrograde period, we may have some anxiety, confusion. We're really picking up on the static of the collective airways here, but also a reminder here to stay balanced, to stay focused, Taurus. Okay, and look at that, we get action. So some of you guys, this is a soulmate card for me. This is also my card of it's kind of like the spiritual warrior energy of the Chariot, moving forward, using your free will. You have the power here, Taurus, and don't let anybody take that away, and don't ever give it away to anybody else. This is about taking action, but we don't always take action during Mercury retrograde. It's a time to pull back and to heal. All right, there will be time for that. Okay, but again, everything is going to be balanced out, and we see that in the polarity here of the black and the white horses. Door to romance. Absolutely. I love this yummy energy for you guys. I was hoping something about love and romance would come out here, because I do feel as if many of you guys are healing from a very difficult cycle in the past. And again, you may have been with people that really put you down, or you were in situations that did a number on your self-confidence. That's changing. And I'm seeing here for many of my Taurus a major glow up that's coming from within, and other people are going to really be taking notice, okay? But we see that heart chakra opening and balancing. 33 is the master number. It's the master teacher number. So you guys have learned some really tough life lessons. You've experienced a lot of heartbreak, but Spirit wants to come in and, have the pendulum swing to the other side, balance things out for you. So we got two cards. We got concealed power, give birth to the wonder of revelation. Yeah, so you guys are definitely having some sort of revelation, some sort of download, an aha moment that's going to really help you sort of get this higher perspective, and help you sort of push forward, close out a difficult cycle so you can give birth, okay, to start something new. And we get surrender with joy, achieve greatness through surrender. I love it. And was that not the energy? And it's really sort of the same colors as that death card that we're seeing here. Surrendering. You're achieving greatness by stepping into the flow, understanding that all things must sort of come to an end, and they bring about new beginnings. Wow, Taurus. Okay, so I'm going to be reading from the Pegasus Oracle. This is a new deck for me, and I don't want to miss any messages. It's also extremely beautiful. So let's go ahead and see what messages come out for you guys. All right, look at this. We get Pegasus of the Black Diamond. Number 19 Okay, this is the number of the Sun card. And so I'm getting a lot of Leo energy. So you guys might want to check out the Leo reading. You may be dealing with a Leo or have heavy Leo in your chart. But 19 breaks down to a 10. Again, a difficult cycle coming to an end. But they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune. Things are really starting to move in your favor because you've integrated the tough life lessons. You've learned the lessons. And now it's time to move on. And I feel like you've been learning these lessons for quite some time, but wow, there's going to be some huge rewards here. So the soul growth has been hard won. I can't even make this stuff up, Taurus, but cannot be undone. Negativity may arise within or around you, but it will never overcome you. With this sign of tremendous growth and awakening, you are being asked to recognize your spiritual strength. And we have the Strength card out here, you guys. Allow your inner knowing to ease any concern that has temporarily confused your heart. The spiritual worlds offer gratitude and acknowledgement for all that you are and do. You deserve whatever you wish to ask for of the universe. Pray with the conviction that your prayers will be answered with grace and kindness. A time of difficulty, a cycle of challenging karma is now complete. Oh my goodness. I love when we get this confirmation. You have crossed a permanent threshold into grace. Allow your mind to catch up to your spirit, and you shall experience deep, abiding peace. Okay. All right. So Taurus, I'm going to go ahead and finish the reading by pulling some messages of love. Now, this can directly relate to a love relationship since we do have the door to romance here for some of you. But for others of you, if you're not here about love, it's your spiritual journey or your career or family matters, we can apply these messages as well. All right, so Taurus, marriage. This relationship is moving towards a sacred union. Yeah, or a sacred partnership or stability. But look at that. Some of you guys are meeting the person that you are absolutely going to have children with. Some of you already have children and you're blending your families. It's a sacred commitment here. And then we get second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. Some of you guys, this will be reconciliation. For others of you, it's a second chance at love for one, but I'm also picking up on both of you because you guys might have had some very similar experiences that are really bringing you together. If that resonates, there might be something also in the Aries reading for you because there was something very similar about two people going through two difficult journeys, but their paths crossing. So you guys, I love you so much. I'm so happy for these messages that came out for my dearest Taurus because I know you guys have been going through so much and been learning some really tough life lessons. But remember, your prayers are being answered here. There's something beautiful on its way. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.